the Steelers emerge from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Washington football team.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Johnson. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 35-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
By Washington.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Haskins. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Stephon Tuitt. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins under pressure again, and down he goes again. Alex Highsmith in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2nd down at 4.
9-yard line.
65, 65. Check. Focus. Get
That would give to Breida. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Jonathan Bostic.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Jack 16. Jim. These two. Jump. Check 37. Check 37.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Matt Breida, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Washington 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. Haskins. His throw incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis at his 3rd and short.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 7. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
The ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we asked them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here comes Pettis on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Haskins will throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Third down. Here's Haskins. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Hines. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Brings up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Pettis. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Slings this deep for, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. From the gun, it's Haskins. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll try to run with Hines. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd down. It's Hines, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Nyheim Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he spins through. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They run again with Breida. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got you, son.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Dustin Colbert.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. Hines. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Haskins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Washington first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes this Washington 21. Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check it out, Snickers, 66. 26 Mike.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to Matt Breida.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Daron Payne's one of a good number of young defensive tackles in the game. Made a nice stop there, now in his 3rd year out of Alabama.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
6-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
The ball carrier.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way down to the 41-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and got his man complete. The 20.
This is too
and
easy.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Jeremy Sprinkle.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Haskins, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Johnson on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
34-yard line.
Jim. Take 2 of them.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards on that one. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Watch twins. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check it back. Solid. 5 down. No spacing. Hey, turn it up. Check 3. Check. Crunch. Black and good.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And some room to maneuver.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Nyheim Hines, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And Washington has taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's go. Easy. Press him. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 9. Watch the twist. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 6 yards there. First down, Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give to Breida. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
To Matt Breida. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said.